Now Melody 3, which is Sep. Oh! That was one brutal design. Did you see how his head jumped up from his body? Hello. Hello, pumpkin seeds! Welcome to episode 80 of the Incredibox series, where we make fanfares that are fabulous. A new mod has just dropped, and I feel like it could be a grand one. It's called Parasite, and we could see lots of spooky and cool stuff. And here we could see some familiar faces, including mine. And if you guys know the two mods, Disaster and Havoc, well, this mod might be inspired by those, because of the post-apocalyptic vibe. But before I go further with the mod, I want to tell you all that we're close to 7,000 subscribers, and the insect symbol next to it. That means when I reach that milestone, I'm gonna have to eat this. A lollipop that has a legit scorpion inside. I'm curious to know what it tastes like. So if you want to see me eat this, then please subscribe. And it's also time to see some fan art. So let's see some cool drawings. Starting off with Dylan. And he made this cool piece of art where I'm doing that particular Sonic pose. I love the nice cartoon style. I'm looking very brave and confident, and my legs are spread out. You know, because you gotta go very fast. I wonder instead of rings, it's gonna be glasses of milk. But I also love how it gave me that effect. The orange border delay that's coming from the right. And that eye glow, it's pretty damn cool. So thank you so much, Dylan. I love the creativity and the detail. The next one is from the Carco Plays, who made this wonderful masterpiece. The artist said that this is my final form. I wonder how much glasses of milk did I drink to achieve that form. There's crystals surrounding me, and my eyes spell out the word milk. Remember kids, drink your glasses of milk. But I'm also getting an icy feel. Maybe I'm some kind of frost king. But thank you so much, the Carco Plays. It is very crisp and awesome. Here's one from Booner, and this is an awesome cartoon drawing. Just like Dylan's one, this one gives me Sonic vibes. I think it has to be the feet, hands, and eyes. And you gave me the pumpkin stem too. And I've got fire aura. But the drawing is overwhelmed by the artist's media handles. You must want to get sponsored so bad. But it's very cute. I love it. But thank you so much, Booner. I like the style you're going with. And then we get Corrupted Gaming, who drew me from my Dusty Like Air thumbnail. It's where I'm an invisible gentleman, and I'm smoking that pipe like a boss. Y'all fell in love with that thumbnail so much. This has to be one of my favorite concepts for a thumbnail. Turning myself invisible, and then adding the pipe and the newsboy hat. It completes it, even though I'm not visible. And lovely background too. It's some TV static, and some pixel smoke to go along with it. But thank you so much, Corrupted Gaming. Very classy and beautiful. You're an awesome artist. And last but not least, Insanity Jack, who drew two versions of me. My original self and Insanity Jack. And we're both eating some cookies. The left one, which is me. I look so happy and joyful, and I'm about to eat my cookie. Meanwhile, Insanity Jack here. He straight up disemboweled his cookie. That proves how much of a savage he is. But does his cookie have intestines? Maybe it could be red frosting. Maybe it's Twizzlers. Also, I'm getting like a poker card feel. It's like two sides, upside up and upside down. But thank you so much, Insanity Jack. I love it so much. And that is all for this week's fan art. So everyone, thank you so much for your drawings. Now let's go back to the mod. I could notice 4 out of the 6 people that are in the cover. I could see Sep, Artemy, Hopi, and me, Jack-o'-lantern. I'm in the mod, and so will some of the members in the Incredibox community. But I don't know the blue one or the one with the road cone hat. No offense to any of them. Also, I'm in the teaser. You know, I'm holding that axe, and I'm walking in the woods. I feel so honored to be both in the teaser and the mod. Alright, now let's continue. Oh, of course, we got a trigger warning. Parasite's characters are based on real people's personas or OCs in the Incredibox community. Look in the credits to know who is who. Designs may be inconsistent with one another. Also, there's blood, worms, and body horror. Yikes. But let's click to continue. Oh my god, we got some ambience. And it's terrifying too. And look at that scenery. There's like blue fungi and blue particles everywhere. Look at the grass and trees. Really good detail. Hey, look at this little worm. Can I click it? Oh, it does nothing. Oh, 2 things I forgot to tell. This is an itch.io mod, similar to Deadline. And second, this is made by Baggerhead, who is also the creator of the Colorbox series. But let's check the credits. You know what? I'm not gonna list those references. It's gonna be so long. Main inspirations for this mod: the Disaster series, created by Hallen, formerly known as Kib or Sib, a 3-version series involving many big names of the Incredibox community. It includes the self-titled version 1, Disasters, version 2, Havoc, and version 3, Biohazard. Wait, there's a version 3? I might have to check that out sometime. Parasprunky, created by Monday Muncher. A parasite infection version of Sprunky. Yeah, really. It was kind of the reason why I wanted to make this. A parasite-based mod was a pretty cool idea according to me, but instead of it just being a rather high-effort reskin, it's a whole new mod with the coolest story. So thus, by merging the ideas of a parasite mod and some people from the Incredibox community, boom, you get this mod, Parasite. Writing help is from Green VRGT, and voice help is from OCL and Lego. That's cool. And there's also lore, and I'm gonna read every single word. It's gonna be very interesting. I just know it. Jeez, look at these icons. It's black and has a blue glow. It's like as if a psycho drew these. And of course, drink some milk, so you won't become a parasite. Alright, let's see the beat icons. We have 3 bars, a hammer, a hand, a road cone.
Road cones protect my head.
And a bread that someone took a bite out of. I know that one's Azarus. Oh, another thing I've realized. There's 8 default polos instead of 7. So if I were to put a polo one by one, maybe I'll just put them right here. But anyways, beat 1, start! Whoa! Starting off with a heat beat, awesome percussion, and a slow pace. And that's obviously Neaster here, and he's gone roughed up. I can't wait to read the lore, especially mine. This is the first time I'll be getting lore in a mod. Now the hammer. Again, another good beat. And that one was King Zeus, who is the creator of Durbox. He sounds very amazing, but that style reminds me of Pizza Tower. I think he might be a fan. Now the hand. Whoa, what? What an insane gimmick. And that one was Artemy. Did you see that? He made the whole screen zoom in. I don't think there's a polo that has done that before. But another good sounding beat. And some good reverb too. And yeah, he didn't survive. He succumbed to the parasites. Maybe the parasites are the mushrooms. Perhaps it could be Tochikaso. Now the road cone. A nice low quality beat. It's very preppy sounding, but I don't know who that's supposed to be. We see that character in the cover, and the bread one, which will obviously be Azarus. It's my boy Azarus, and he does not look too good. He's gotten roughed up as well. He gives off an amazing beat, and I like how he's got a toaster around his neck. You gotta toast some bread on your journey. And now let's play all of the beats together! Woo! They all sound magnificent when played together. It's very cool and trippy. The designs and animations are good as well. But you gotta love what Artemy does. I wonder if there are any more polos here that can do some gimmicks. But you know what time it is. Some lore. So let's go read these folks' stories. The Parasite documents. Click on the voice recorder if you want the document read out to you. Thanks for the offer, but I'll read it myself. Starting with Neaster, status alive. He informed us he'd ran from an infected he saw and ended up ripping off a part of his hoodie. I was able to patch it up, however. He's not his usual energetic self. That died a long time ago. He's now become a tough guy, and he's not joking around anymore. Just look at him. I wonder if Baggerhead's the one writing those documents. Dunk, status alive. Doesn't seem to be doing too well mentally. He attempted to strike me with a hammer at first glance, and I had to inform him multiple times that I was not infected. He eventually settled down though. Very high alert and very fast, though may swing at times when swinging is unneeded. He's just being at his highest guard, and he looks like he's about to lose it. Oh boy, Artemy. Status, infected and dead. Rest in peace. One of the earliest victims to this parasite. His face has been so deformed he covers it with his hands. I'm going to call it, because there's no sign of Artemy within that husk of a being. There's like tentacles growing out of him, and I could see several mushrooms. This is the reason why I don't want mushrooms on my pizza. Cone, status alive. Seems stable, most likely just tired of having to deal with infected victims. Usually seen with Jacko or Ockle, and he still has a bit of blood on his cone hat. After Ockle shot an infected, and it got on it. He still hasn't cleaned it off yet. Gross. Come on, just wipe it off. Or maybe he's just trying to toughen himself up. I don't know. Azarus, status alive. The scavenger of our group. Gathers any materials of nutrients he's able to find. Uses a toaster as a weapon to protect himself. Odd choice, but whatever gets the job done, I guess. We think he might be going insane. He keeps talking about sliced bread. Can you blame him? Bread makes you loco because it's so delicious. Alright, we move on to the effects. We have a bloody square, an axe. That one has to be me. A goofy face, a carrot, and an ear. Let's see what the square does. A very cool and unique base I've never heard of. Sounds very mesmerizing. Honestly reminds me of one of those sci-fi movies, like as if you're exploring an abandoned lab, and there you may find aliens. And now the axe. I wonder what I'll sound like. Wow, I sound so suspenseful. And it's really good too. And I think it's another base. And I'm carrying that axe with me. Man, I look so tough. You always gotta keep a lookout for infected people. Now the goofy face. Okay, it's an interesting type of sound. Took me back to a particular moment in time, but I do like the pause in the audio. Now the carrot. And here goes JT. My bad, that wasn't a carrot. That was a cigarette. Silly me. But he brings up an amazing build-up sound, and he is looking scared. Now the ear. And then we get Llama, and he gives off a constant bass. We got 3 basses in this mod. Simply wild. And his design is very amazing. Listening to that made me feel like I was in some kind of void. And I might find a Demogorgon or 2. Oh no wait, that's Stranger Things. But it sounds very superb. And now let's play all of the effects together! It's a really good effect group up. I get even more abandoned lab vibes. It's very dark and eerie, and suspense could be building up. But here's one thing I've noticed. If you put me up on the screen, I wake up. I guess that's my gimmick. Also, this polo style is from Colorbox Orange. Baggerhead recolored me and then he toughened me up. I'm close to wearing what my OC wears. I should have worn a white shirt, but oh well. But yeah, you know the drill. Some more lore. Leo, status alive. It's clear he's been through a lot and is really struggling to express himself right now. He's part of the main survivor group, but hasn't been able to come out of his tent. Poor dude. I feel bad for him. He got traumatized. But oh boy, I'm really excited to see my lore document. It's me, Jacko, status alive, the bravest member of the group. He uses an axe as his primary weapon. He also uses it to chop down trees for wood, needed for crafts and other purposes. During an encounter in the forest, he attacked an infected Sep, but Sep had appeared to reassemble himself after the assault. Realizing the danger, he quickly decided to escape the area. Baggerhead has turned me into a warrior. Let's go! And I like how he gave me a scar under my eye. Makes me look badass. Nick, status, infected and alive. Probably. One of the other early known infecteds. He was also a scavenger searching through the forest, but ended up getting attacked by Sep. He doesn't seem fully screwed over yet, but it's probably too late to do anything to help him now. You know what's cool though? His character style is cartoony, but the mushrooms growing on him have high detail. That's kind of interesting. JT, status alive. He's doing his best to stay stable, but losing his girlfriend to an infected individual has deeply shaken him. It's understandable that he feels this way, and it's clear he is driven by a desire for revenge. I feel bad for the cube head. Llama, status, infected and alive. Llama is currently managing to stay somewhat stable, though he has unfortunately been infected by worms after his encounter with Hopi. Thankfully, the infection is still recent, which means he hasn't completely lost himself. His essence is still there, and we can take comfort in that. That said, we understand that, due to his infection, it's important for him to keep his distance from us for the time being. I wonder if there's a cure for the parasitic fungi. Maybe there could be a scientist in our team. Moving on to the melodies. We have Hopi's ear, a gun, Sep's hat, a tie, and a beanie. Alright, let's see what Hopi does. Yep, that's Hopi, and I don't think she survived. Her sound is that one instrument. I forgot what it was called. Was it a cello? But that melody sounds so dramatic. It sounds like you fell down from a cliff, and the whole scene is in slow motion. I'm getting a feeling of despair. Jeez. Now the gun. Very good and bouncy like synth. It reminds me of one of the sounds from Dusty Like Air. I think it was the fourth effect. But either way, a really awesome melody. Now melody 3, which is Sep. Oh! That was one brutal design. Did you see how his head jumped up from his body? I think he got decapitated, and those worms are replacing his neck. Utterly horrifying, but excellent detail. It's like some kind of distorted voice. Now the tie. Tislub, he's here too? I like how he's got that Bandlap synth, because he uses that in every one of his scratch mods. Yubiniku and the Solar Box series. Now the beanie. If you're wearing headphones, then you'll be experiencing what I'm experiencing. The sound went from left ear to right ear, like as if the sound is orbiting around your head. And it brings more life. Baggerhead cooked very seriously. Also, I think that might be Sugar Plum Pixel. And now let's play all of the melodies together! Marvelous melody group up. Everyone sounds amazing. Hopi is dramatic. Sep's polo design is truly horrifying. And the last two melodies are good as well. Although there's one issue. The animations are slower than the sounds. So when the loop ends, the polo's animations go haywire. But it doesn't change the fact that the melodies sound so good. And now, some more lore. Hopi, status, infected and dead. Rest in peace. Another infected individual that was overtaken by the parasitic worms before she could escape. The fingers on its tail have been replaced by worms. Once grabbed, these worms will immediately crawl out and take over your body. Can pesticide help? There are no clear signs that Hopi's true self remains, but at least she hasn't become completely deformed yet. I am terribly sorry, JT. Cricket, status alive. Another survivor. He wields a flamethrower to set things ablaze, constantly lighting up a campfire for the night. Oh, it's not a gun, it's a flamethrower. The infected can't handle strong light or heat. It's one of the few things we know for sure. So it's like Venom's weakness. Sep, status infected and dead. Rest in peace. Sep is a strange case. He is one of the earlier known infecteds, but not as messed up as Artemis level. There's no signs of Sep anywhere. The parasite is completely in control of his body. His mouth is also just always open, like it's locked in place. Jacko had tried to decapitate him earlier, but the worms just got his separated head and reattached it, acting as a new neck. I was right, it was his new neck. But me decapitating Sep sounds wild. I will never be the same when I meet him again. Tislub, status alive. He's somehow unfazed by all of this. Uses his handiwork to his advantage, and usually crafts things out of wood or other materials, usually used in some type of aid or other. Sometimes, he tried to joke around with Leo, but due to Leo's current state, Leo would respond back by throwing a random object nearby at him. That's what you get for disrespecting the Earth Goddess. Pixel, status alive and injured. Though she tried to maintain some stability, she had endured countless injuries from her close encounters with the infected lurking in the forest. Most of the time, she has a distant look in her eyes, a reflection of the struggles she had faced. It was understandable, given all that she had been through. She totally reminds me of that PTSD soldier meme. I think it's called the 1,000-yard stare. Distant look? Yeah, it's that meme. And last but not least, the voices. We have a hat, a scar, another hat, some kind of hand, and a dagger. Alright, voice one, go! Sidechains to acquire are the best. I don't know who that was, but were those worms coming out from the mouth? Ugh, so disgusting. But yeah, it's a good choir. Now the scar. Wow, that sounded so Japanese. Like in the Edo period, where there were the samurai. It was like meditation music. I imagined there would be like a deer trap, and there would be a shrine, and there I'm sipping my cup of green tea. That was such a beautiful whistling sound. Made me feel like I was gaining wisdom. Now voice 3.
No point to run and hide. We all need to abide that we have to eliminate the ones that had the terrible fate. Their minds controlled, they took a toll. Have to make them stop. We shall not give up.
Nice, we got some lyrics. And I could see a gun behind. You gotta stay armed to the teeth, or else you'll die. But the sound had some good quality. Now voice 4.
Cower, counter, unafraid. Perseverance, you gotta stay brave. Need to fight or all will fade. Keep it together when matters are grave. Cower, hider, live and fight. Do whatever it takes to survive. Hunt for shelter, manage life. No matter what happens, I've got to stay alive.
We get even more lyrics. And it's some good auto-tune. I think I could understand the lyrics. And it's a good design. Now the dagger. After all, why not? If you created the mod, might as well put yourself in it. But I like Baggerhead's voice. He kind of sounds like those EDM songs, where there'd be those drowned vocals. And now let's play all of the voices together!
No point to run and hide. We all need to abide that we have to eliminate the ones that had the terrible fate. Their minds control, they took a toll. Have to make them stop. We shall not give up.
An okay voice group up. I felt like it was a bit too loud, but I do like the lyrics, the choirs too, and the whistle makes me feel like a stereotypical samurai, and yet some more amazing designs. And now let's read some more lore. Astro, status infected and dead. Rest in peace. He consumed the mushrooms as— Why would you do that? Don't eat mushrooms. It's bad for you. Even if it's safe to eat. No, it's bad for you and it's disgusting. He consumed the mushrooms as a desperate measure for sustenance. But now he finds countless worms wriggling in his mouth. Ugh. At times, his screams echo for miles, resembling a haunting alarm call that pierces the silence. I can't even imagine having worms in my mouth. And I'd be spitting them out like Ron Weasley from Harry Potter. You remember that scene where he's spitting those slugs out of his mouth? Ukes, status alive. I don't know how your name is pronounced, but I'll just call you Ukes if that's fine. Ukes had dealt with some trauma from the infected, though seemingly not as badly as Leo's, as he still communicates. Sudden noises seem to set him off, making him want to dip out from whatever situation he is in. I know, I hate sudden sounds. It's like jump scares and everything. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I apologize for that jump scare in the Santa episode. I didn't expect you guys to go crazy over it. Akal, status alive. Akal is equipped with a shotgun and can easily kill off most infecteds. It has been noted that their weak point is either their head or chest. She's usually with Cone or Jacko. Nice, we get the range and melee combo. Lego, status alive. She's very sarcastic and lazy, but ever since this parasite has widespread to everywhere, she's been trying to change for the better. Though it seems to be very hard, and she often goofs up with her responsibilities, but she tries her best. Looks like we've got a goofball. Bagger, status alive. I was right, he was the one writing those documents. Hey, it's me. I'm the one documenting everyone. As for how I'm doing, I'm mostly okay. I've just experienced some mild appearance changes, and the dagger could be useful in this situation. Oh yeah, he's got a dagger in his head. He's always armed. However, I'd rather not get too close to those infected. Wise choice. And that is all for the lore. I don't think it ends here yet. I think there's some Easter eggs here. Apparently, there are 3 secret codes in the game. Ketchup and mustard. So let's start with the first code. The trumpet sound. But yeah, there's the shitpost corner. Next up is ketchup. I got hit with a ketchup jump scare. I wonder what's for mustard. And then a mustard jump scare. But let's see the shitpost corner. I want to see what's in there. This is the thing in where Bagger messed around during Parasite's development shitposts with a mix of some lore tidbits. What even is this? Time to get her up. Okay. Why is Hopi stretched out? When Easter cameo number 23895033503. That's a big number. Overbite. Interesting. Can we have a fun happy creator box mod? Why do we have to die in every one of them? Exactly. Why? Leo and Tislip hate each other. PTSD. The 1,000-yard stare. At first, I laughed. Then I serioused. Life do be like that sometimes. Got your nose. Hold on, wait a minute. That's much more like it. Oh no, why'd you make this? Basically, Jacko Sepp encounter lore half. Haha, you're dead. This reminds me of the where's your head at meme. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Uh-oh, and then he comes back for revenge. Part 2 of the encounter lore. Before decapitation, yeah, nothing major really changed. He was this when Jacko saw him. Please, stop making me feel so guilty. Llama and Astro. My ear feel funny. And Elon Musk's daughter's name. Infected in order, earliest to most recent. Well, at least for the ones that are shown in this mod. Ooh, there's gonna be a sequel. I would love a sequel. From left to right, it goes brutal to normal. King Zeus, what are you doing? Not infected, just minor damages. Me, after haircuts went from $20 to $50. What's going on here? Oh crap, this design's outdated. There. Wait, Llama updated his OC? Now he's got curly hair. Still looks cool. Dear God. No hands. He'll just kill you if you see him like this. He'll just infect you if he's covering his face. Dude, he looks so wicked. Me after making myself a main character. It's that one Obama meme. Inflatable toast mattress. Azris would buy lots of those. Trust me. Glibble with the Glibble Globler. Oh, he created Glibble Globler. I should pay that mod a revisit sometime. And that's all. Well, that was very interesting. I don't know why I was swearing. But yeah, those were some weird memes. But yeah, all of these sounds are good. The designs too and everything. Very post-apocalyptic and stuff. But I think it's time to make our mix. A mix that has been possessed by a bunch of evil mushrooms. So everyone, brace yourselves. And since all of the sounds are done, let's make our own parasitic song!
gotta stay brave. Need to fight or all will fade. Keep it together when matters are grave. Cover, rider, live and fight. Do whatever it takes to survive. Hunt for shelter, manage life. No matter what happens, I've got to stay alive. Coward, unafraid. Perseverance, you gotta stay brave. Need to fight or all will fade. Keep it together when matters are grave. Cover, rider, live and fight. Do whatever it takes to survive. Hunt for shelter, manage life. No matter what happens, I've got to stay alive.
This is an ultimate mod. I love everything about it. It's spooky, but it slaps. A lot of cool stuff like the designs and sounds. I love those 3 bases, and one of them including me, of course. Baggerhead has done an excellent job with the compositions. And the lore, let's talk about that. I like how everyone's interacting with one another. But I just chopped off Sep's head! I decapitated him, but at least he's still fine. Kinda. But I love how I'm in this mod, and I'm portrayed as a tough guy. But wait, there's some stuff. In this mod, there are also secrets to Apollo when you mute them. So let's see what each one does. For the beats, Artemis' eyes glow. For the effects, if you mute me, I get mad. And my eyes glow. So does Nick. And Llama's eyes become blue. As for the melodies, Hopi's eyes glow blue, Sep's eyes glow red, and Sugar Plum Pixel's pupils get smaller. And as for the voices, Astro's eye glows. But wow, this is one hell of a mod. I'm also happy that Azros is in there too. He deserves more cameos in Incredibox mods. And I also saw some familiar faces, such as Hopi, JT, and Artemis. One thing I've realized though, in Disasters, JT dies and Hopi lives. But in Parasite, it's the exact opposite. Very scary and beautiful. Baggerhead must have worked so hard on this. If you want to experiment what cool combinations you can make with this mod, the link will be in the description for you to play. And make sure not to get infected by those mushrooms, okay? But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next episode.